Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. UMass will kick off and will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the UMass Minutemen have the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Fires to the middle. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. To the air, it's John. Coming after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Second down coming up. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He'll pull it down, and he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. The guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And they knocked him down almost immediately. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, first and goal from the 8. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking for a man. It's John. Finds the tight end. Oh, what a move! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry? After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Bulldozes him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last one.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
They'll run play action. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UMass offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, Dave.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He wants to throw here on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Makes his connection. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Line getting set on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Feeling some heat. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UMass!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the returner will be knocked down.
And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Minutemen! And that one will put him up here in the second half. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Gets open down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Pirouettes away from the defense.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, yeah, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Armour. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested.
Into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. San Jose State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Spartans that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just ran over it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense. And
they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And his throw is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Looking to scramble. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. UMass will line up to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Vincent. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to the ground game on the left. Just buried it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Armour. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
After the short completion, it's now second down. Looking to throw, it's John. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After misfiring, it's second down. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you could threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Trying to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking downfield, it's John. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. Quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And that pass is intercepted. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down, UMass. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Powers through the defender. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Amherst, Massachusetts, and McGirt Alumni Stadium, home to the Minutemen of UMass, just a stone's throw away from where the heart of the American Revolution was fought, and we are anxious to see a fight on the gridiron in this one. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UMass Minutemen head out on offense, and they'll take control first. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got his man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Grabs it in the middle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Try to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 into the 22. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On second down, wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Shakes off the tackler. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At midfield, he's got room. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to move the chains. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Off play action. Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UMass offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Handoff to the lone back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Lets it fly. And he will take it in. Touchdown, UMass! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Gets away from one. He's got space. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You run the football, you can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole. Pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The line of scrimmage, the 2. And these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Trying to barge their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
At the 35, he's loose. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Dogs look to keep this drive humming.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. The running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be a draw. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a fourth down.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just just a great job by the defense being stout, all right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the uniform.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. UMass will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. To the ground with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Okay, that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fifth.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Now improvising. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this.
He's off to the races. He's at the 10, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Western Kentucky is going to walk off the field there in Bowling Green with a much-needed victory. They had this one. For some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Snags it over the middle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. UMass will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
Fires the pass. Intercepted.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell the quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.